this moment, I'm going to hand it over to Julie, and Julie's going to walk you through how to add coordinates to a map. So if you find some data out there and you want to bring it into ArcGIS Online, you're not captive to just what's sitting in ArcGIS Online. So Julie, take it away.
Okay, so what I have up right now is a spreadsheet with data about Super Bowl host cities. And so this is an activity that I do with my GIS class in the middle school. This is a way to kind of show how to bring in XY coordinates, also known as latitude and longitude. And you might choose to do this with your story map if you have a ton of information that you want to bring in and you don't want to do an individual map note for each piece. A really great thing to do is to create a spreadsheet. And so when you're creating the spreadsheet, you want to title your columns. So here I've got the host city for the Super Bowl, the stadium, the longitude of the stadium, the latitude, the number of times that this particular city hosted the Super Bowl, and any additional notes. Now this is all information that I got off of Wikipedia from the host stadium site. You can find a ton of this historical information out there. It's just kind of, it just takes a little time to dig into it. The great thing about using this information here on Wikipedia is when I click on the stadium site, you can see up here in the right-hand corner, the coordinates are there. And when I click on it, I can just copy and paste the latitude and longitude for this stadium into my Google Sheet. You can also use this in Excel if you don't have easy access to Google Sheets at your school. It works just fine. Just open up a new Excel document and title your columns as you would like to. I do this activity with my students when we're talking about the Civil War and we're talking about most important geographic places in the Civil War. So in addition to having the name of the city or the name of the battle and the longitude and latitude, they might have another column that talks about why is it geographically important. So you can really, you can have as many columns as you would like of information, but you want to make sure that your longitude and latitude are accurate for each place. So once I've done this, I'm going to convert this to a comma-separated values file, or CSV. This is the file that ArcGIS Online will be able to read. So in Google Sheets, I'm just going to go to File, Download As, and I'm going to download it as a comma-separated values. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save my file. It's going to download, and I'm going to bring it over to my desktop. Sorry about that. I'm just going to bring it over to my desktop so that I have it sitting right here so that I am able to bring it into my map. So once you've got your CSV all set, then what you can do is go ahead and open up a new map in ArcGIS Online. And there are two ways you can bring in the CSV. One way that you can do it is by using the traditional Add button. Go to Add Layer from File, and then you just do a traditional browse of your computer in order to get that file. Another way that you can do this, importing the layer, is to grab the file off of your desktop and drop it directly onto the map, which is what I am doing right now. So I drop my CSV on, and you can see that some of my points have come up, and the smart mapping has come up to go ahead and symbolize it by the number of times hosted. The smart mapping application is pretty cool. You can go in and you can decide what type of, how you would like to symbolize it. So do you want to symbolize it by size? Do you want to symbolize it by color? You can really go in and sort of play around with that to your heart's content. So this is a really great this is a really great way to get a lot of information in about battles, about events in history, about you can do electoral information with this. There are tons of opportunities for you to really kind of build and customize your CSV file so you can bring in information using latitude and longitude. And Chris, do you have anything to add about how you've used it in your class?
Yeah, to find things by latitude and longitude, if any of you have used the American Revolutionary War activity or the Civil War activity all of that data was researched by teachers who went to Wikipedia, clicked on the battle site, and found the latitude and longitude and plotted it in there. So that's a way to do it. So you can have your students do that. Look for important sites. Maybe it's where one of the freedom marches occurred during the civil rights, and have them map out events that way once they find the XY coordinate. Another way that we've done it is we've had students go out and collect cell phone data and use it to create cell phone coverage maps. We've also collected data to figure out temperatures. And so there's a temperature interpolation activity that we're going to share with you all through our course, where you can have students go out and collect their data and create their own weather maps using ArcGIS Online. So the key is, as Julie was saying, is to make sure that you copy this data accurately. You use the decimal degree format, and you pay attention to those negative numbers. If these longitudes did not have negative numbers, we'd be looking at the Super Bowls occurring in China somewhere. So Julie, nice job. Thank you. And if you all have any questions about this process, we'll have directions online, and we're happy to answer questions. We're going to now pass it on to